RHOBH's forbidden topic, exposed, what the Dorit situation really reveals about the show. When it comes to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, there has always been a sense that not everything we see is the full story. The show is known for its luxury, polished image, and carefully presented cast members. However, recent revelations suggest that some topics may be intentionally kept off camera, and this has sparked a new conversation among fans. One of the latest discussions surrounding the show involves Dorit Kemsley and an alleged, banned topic, during filming. According to comments made by Crystal Kung Minkoff, there were certain things the cast was not allowed to discuss openly on camera. Specifically, she suggested that Dorit's smoking habit was treated as an off-limits subject during filming. This revelation has raised questions about how much of the show is truly reality, and how much is curated for viewers. The allegation and its impact. The discussion began when Crystal shared on her podcast that Dorit's smoking was something that was not meant to be addressed on the show. She explained that Dorit would take breaks to smoke during filming, but this aspect of her behavior was not something production wanted to highlight. This detail may seem minor at first, but it becomes more significant when considering the nature of reality television. Cast members are expected to share their lives openly, including their habits, conflicts, and personal challenges. If something as visible as smoking is intentionally excluded, it raises concerns about what else might be left out. The idea that certain topics are restricted suggests that the show may not be as transparent as it appears. The role of production in shaping reality. Reality television is often described as unscripted, but it is still heavily influenced by production decisions. Editors, producers, and network executives all play a role in determining what footage is included and what is left out. In the case of RHOBH, there has long been a perception that the show is more controlled than other franchises. While other cities in the Real Housewives universe often embrace chaos and unfiltered drama, Beverly Hills tends to present a more refined version of events. If production is actively choosing to avoid certain topics, it means the narrative is being shaped in a specific way. This can affect how viewers perceive the cast and their storylines. The omission of Dorit's smoking habit may be an example of this broader pattern. Dorit Kemsley's public image. Dorit Kemsley has cultivated a particular image on the show. She is known for her fashion, her glamorous lifestyle, and her unique personality. Her presence on RHOBH often reflects a high-end, curated version of life in Beverly Hills. Smoking, however, does not necessarily align with that image. It introduces a more casual and unfiltered aspect of her personality, which may not fit the brand she presents on the show. If production is choosing not to highlight this behavior, it could be an effort to maintain a consistent image for Dorit. This raises questions about how much control cast members have over how they are portrayed. It also suggests that the version of Dorit viewers see may not be entirely complete. Viewer reactions and growing skepticism. Fans of RHOBH have responded to this revelation with curiosity and skepticism. Many viewers have already questioned the authenticity of the show, and this situation adds to those concerns. When audiences watch reality television, they expect a certain level of honesty. While they understand that editing is involved, they still want to believe that the core of what they are seeing is real. Learning that certain topics may be intentionally avoided can undermine that trust. Some fans have begun to wonder what other aspects of the cast's lives are being left out. If smoking is considered off-limits, it raises the possibility that more significant issues could also be hidden. A pattern within the franchise. This is not the first time RHOBH has been accused of controlling its narrative. Over the years, viewers have pointed out moments where storylines seemed incomplete or where certain cast members appeared to be protected from scrutiny. Compared to other franchises, Beverly Hills often avoids the kind of raw, unfiltered conflict that defines shows like The Real Housewives of Atlanta or The Real Housewives of Potomac. Instead, it tends to focus on surface-level drama and carefully managed interactions. This approach has both advantages and disadvantages. On one hand, it maintains a sense of elegance and sophistication. On the other hand, it can make the show feel less authentic. The situation involving Dorit's smoking fits into this broader pattern. The importance of transparency in reality TV. At its core, reality television relies on the illusion of authenticity. Viewers tune in because they want to see real people navigating real situations, even if those situations are heightened for entertainment. When that illusion is disrupted, it can affect how audiences engage with the show. Transparency does not mean that every detail must be shown, but it does mean that the overall portrayal should feel honest. If too many elements are hidden or altered, the show risks losing its connection with viewers. The idea that certain topics are off-limits challenges that sense of authenticity. The bigger issue: control versus reality. While the focus of this discussion is on Dorit smoking, the larger issue is about control. Who decides what is shown on RHOBH? How much influence do cast members have over their storylines? And how does production balance entertainment with authenticity? These questions are not unique to RHOBH, but they are particularly relevant given the show's reputation for being more controlled than its counterparts. If production is prioritizing image over reality, it could impact the long-term success of the show. Audiences today are more aware than ever of how media is produced, and they are quick to notice inconsistencies. Maintaining viewer trust requires a careful balance between storytelling and transparency. What this means for the future of RHOBH. The revelation about Dorit smoking comes at a time when RHOBH is already facing pressure to remain engaging and relevant. As the franchise evolves, it must adapt to changing viewer expectations. Fans are increasingly looking for authenticity, depth, and genuine emotion. They want to see not just the glamorous aspects of the cast's lives, but also the challenges and imperfections. If RHOBH continues to prioritize a polished image over raw storytelling, it may struggle to keep audiences invested. On the other hand, embracing a more open and honest approach could reinvigorate the show. A more realistic perspective on Dorit. It is important to note that Dorit's smoking habit, in itself, is not inherently significant. Many people have habits that are not central to their identity. However, in the context of reality television, even small details can contribute to a fuller understanding of a person. Showing these details can make cast members feel more relatable and human. It allows viewers to see beyond the curated image and connect with the individual. If Dorit were portrayed in a more complete way, it might actually enhance her role on the show rather than diminish it. Conclusion: the discussion surrounding Dorit Kemsley and the alleged banned topic on RHOBH highlights an ongoing tension within reality television. While the genre promises authenticity, it is still shaped by production decisions and narrative control. This situation serves as a reminder that what viewers see is only part of the story. Behind the scenes, there are choices being made about what to include and what to exclude. For RHOBH, the challenge moving forward will be finding a balance between maintaining its signature style and delivering the level of authenticity that audiences expect. Ultimately, viewers are not just interested in perfection. They are interested in reality, even when it is imperfect. And in a world where audiences are more informed and more vocal than ever, that authenticity may be the key to the show's continued success.